everybody, my name is Chris and this will be my review for Talk to Me. Now, I got a screening for see this movie early, so thanks to A24 for that. Now, I would say that the core concept of this movie is just incredibly right up my alley. It's about a group of teenage who winds up with an Batman hand that gives them the ability to become possessed as at will. Now these kids treat it like a drug. They get quick high from it, and they get like a quick high because if you stay connected for longer than 90 seconds, then you run the risk of the spirit demanding to stay. It's just a brilliant idea and it's incredibly well executed. Now, it really just a one hell of a feature debut here from Danny and Michael Philippou. I'm so impressed by the two of them. He's photographed in a way that is grounded, gritty, and makes the concept feel so real. And this is one of those movies that packs the power that makes you sit there and wonder, you know what, would I do this where I hold the hand and talk to me and let the spirit in? And you know, I guess I learned absolutely nothing from this film, but I kind of be tempted to do that. Now let me say that the makeup effects here could have not been better, and also the violence and the possession in this movie, it just plain all wouldn't work unless you have a cast to able to sell them. And the casting director here did a really excellent job with that. She could have done a better job, Nikki Barrera, in that respect. Now, going in, I was obviously very familiar with Miranda Otto's work, and I was looking forward to seeing her in this movie. And she does wind up being a really strong anchor of sorts. And I guess for the cast itself and for the story, but the other than others, Talk to Me is filled with fresh faces that I think we're going to see a lot more of them in the upcoming years. Now, the first one I want to be highlight here is the lead of the film, Sophie Wilder, who plays Maya. Now, Maya lost her mother, and now her dad is struggling to process his own grief. So Maya opts to spend a good deal of time of the house with Miranda Otto's characters. Kids. There's Jay, who's played by Alexander Jensen, and she's basically Maya's best friend. And there's also Jay's little brother Riley, who's played by Joe Bill, and who's pretty much also like Mia's little brother as well. Now, Wilder, it just has so much on her plate with this role, from believably playing possessed to dealing with some deeply troubling persona challenge, and Wilder really does deliver so big, crushing it all over in every single respect. And going back to Bird for a second here, I don't want to spoil anything, of course, but I do need to highlight that he's basically like the centerpiece of one of the movie's most vicious set pieces, and really cannot express how incredibly impressed I was by his work in that particular sequence and the entire movie. But that sequence, it just is unforgettable. In addition to Wilder, Burr, and Jensen, now the main group of characters includes some characters that really get as much of a screen time, but still managed to make one hell of an impression. In particular, in that department is Zoe Tarakis and Chris Ello. They play Harley and Joss. They're basically the keepers of the hand, and it turns into the leaders of the possessions sections, and it feels like it could easily have been a situation where these two characters simply filling the leaders role here, just being there to serve the purpose within the group. And I'll say onto the Rockets, they have just undeniable screen presence and so much chemistry with everybody around them that Josh and Harley once up becoming like these magnetizing and unforgettable forces in the film. Now the film strike like the ideal balance of a high energy, fun and catchy horror and just enough emotional drama to up the stakes and to make you understand where these characters are coming from and also what they could lose if they push this too far. I went into this movie like with no expectation at all, and I was completely surprised about how good it is. And sometimes you go in and they have like a good idea, but it's all comes down to the execution. And let me say, the idea here was interesting, was a cool idea, and they managed to execute it so well. So I really have a fun time watching this movie. So if you're looking for something new to see in terms of the horror space and to keep you like intense, it has some really, like I said, a very unforgettable sequence, and the entire movie it really kept me like picked to the screen. I was very engaged with that. So that's my review for Talk to Me. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.